Hey guys, this is Kysen here, and today I'm going to show you a few different ways that you can expand your town borders here in MineColonies. Now just to say, I've recently started a Twitch account, and I will be streaming MineColonies live on a regular basis going forwards in the future. So if you're interested in watching live streams of that, we can come along, ask me questions in real time, or even just comment on the town and how you want it to be built. Then go ahead and follow my Twitch. There'll be a link down in the description for that. Now in today's video, the expansion techniques and things I'm going to show you are going to show you how you can expand your town borders, and we're going to focus on going from here, which is where our border currently is, right out to over here. If I keep going, there is the other gold block. Now, that may not look like a lot, but you got to bear in mind, doing that all the way around your town is quite a lot. And also, one of the methods I show you is basically infinite. You can do it as many times as you like to expand the town, make it as big as you like. It will require some resources. We will, of course, get into all of that very soon. But if you are interested in MineColonies and you're enjoying this series, please do consider liking and subscribing. It really is greatly appreciated, and lets me know that you guys want to see more of this series, so I will make more content on it. Anyway, without any further ado, let's jump into today's episode. So, what I really wanted to do in today's episode is actually going to be different to what we do. This is our town right here, and these white borders here mark out the borders of our town that we can build in. And as of the most recent update, anything you build has to actually fit within these borders entirely. So if it pokes out a little bit, it technically is not in the town and won't necessarily function. So that is a little bit of a problem. Now, as you can see, we're already kind of right up to the borders on most things. But I'll show you here, what I was looking at doing is getting a library built today. A library being a very cool new building that you can build to level up your citizens' skills and things like that. But as you're starting to see already, this is a huge building. Now, of course, there are different designs for this, right? And this is a level 5. But we do need to work to level 5 if we do plan on upgrading our town to that point, which we do. You know, eventually I want all these buildings to be level 5 buildings. So having a look at this, if we were to put this back here, you know, just to get it out of the way of the university and the houses that are already there, we are going quite a way over the border, and basically this is going to cause us problems. Now, as I say, there's different designs, right? So this one here, for example, is much smaller, but it kind of brought me on to a bigger point. Because although we could probably fit the library in somewhere, there's going to come a point when we're going to want to build other buildings, and of course the space is limited. Now, I actually think this is kind of a flaw in the game. I don't know why they don't give you more of a border to build in. At the end of the day, yes, I have like roads in between my builds that are kind of big, and you could have them a lot smaller, and I've got sections here with like trees and things, and those beacons down there. Plus I've got my own build here, which maybe we'll have to take that down later and move that outside of the borders. But at the end of the day, I figured that must be the whole point of the mod, to, you know, build up a town the way you want it. So I definitely think they should look to change that. Now, some of you will be shouting at me right now and putting in the comments, no doubt, that I could just go ahead and edit the configs. And yeah, you would technically be right. However, there is an issue with that in that I have already started, and sometimes that can cause problems. When you've already started, if you go ahead and edit the configs, that's going to be a bit of a problem. So what we're actually going to do today is focus on all the different ways that you can expand your town, because there are some ways that you can expand your town, and I think this is going to be a popular thing. So without any further ado, I'm going to jump into whatever methods I can find when I do my research online as to the best ways to expand your town borders here in MineColonies. Well guys, I may be about to take back something I said in my intro. Maybe this isn't actually such a bad idea after all, now that I've actually got to know it better. Let me explain. So if we have a look right here, these gold blocks here mark the corner of our colony. If we go ahead and grab this right here, you'll see that the colony comes up to the corner here, and there's the gold block. And I've done that on all 4 corners, so that as we're testing this, we can see the exact impact that different things we can do to expand the town will have. Now, the first thing to say is you can actually do this by upgrading your town hall to level 3. So level 2 won't do anything, but level 3 will. Now, we're at level 2 right now, so I think it's time, guys, we expand to level 3. So we're going to go ahead and put the build option in here, or the build order, I should say, to upgrade this. Boom, just like that. Now, what we're going to do is, I believe it's going to be a 1 chunk difference. Let me just /home, grab my resource scroll. But we can actually check this, right, because I've now laid out exactly what happens, or exactly where it was, I should say. So in my current use, oh wait, actually it must be my backpack then. Haha. So we can see what we need. Let's see, is it going to be a lot? Nothing too much out of our comfort zone there. I think we can get all of that stuff. So step 1, guys, if you want to expand your town hall, one of your options is to expand your town hall. And I think I said town hall twice. What I meant is if you want to expand your borders, you can expand your town hall up to level 3. There is probably a better method, though, that will work no matter what level you're at, so you don't have to expand your town hall. Like if you're at level 1, you probably don't want to have to go all the way up to 3, right? So that involves guard towers. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But let me go ahead, expand the town hall, and then we'll come back and see exactly what that expansion looks like, and we'll go from there. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an upgrade upgraded town hall building, and I have to say it is looking pretty cool actually. Quite a difference from a level 2 to the level 3 that we have here. So I'm going to do some little shots like this around it so you guys can kind of see it all from the outside. We've got that really cool tower in the corner. I do really like that actually. That's looking awesome. Sort of more castle-y, fortressy type of thing right now, which I think is pretty cool for a town hall. We'll also go and check out the inside as well. Put myself back into survival here. I was just in spectator there to show you. And let's go ahead and have a look. So in the inside here, we've got this kind of hallway. Marjorie's still here, admiring her own work. Can't say I blame her. Oh, these ladders I'll pick up. And then this little area out the back here. And I did have a book that I got Splash to sign every time he visited me. But I think that might have gone now. So I might just reinstate that. It was like a little guest book. This, I guess, is the mayoral suite, which now has 2 beds. So that's kind of cool. I don't know that I'll be using this that much, but yeah, it's still cool to have it. And there's a ladder there now, because why not? That was an accident. So yeah, then a little area here, like a little furnacey kitchen sort of area, I suppose. Another kind of entrance, sort of a side entrance. So you've got this side entrance here, as well as the main entrance we came in before. That's not too bad either. We've also got this area here, so we can now head up here like this. And this, I think, is probably the coolest thing about the upgrade, because you can go all the way up to the top like this. And I really like this. So you've got this little tower here, so we can look out over our town and that sort of thing. I think that's very cool, very nice. I mean, you get some flags on here maybe as well, get some town colours going. You can also walk through this way like this, and there's a bit of an area here, so that's pretty cool. And there's even a door here that leads in to like another bedroom, like a double bed stuff we've got here as well. So have to say, I really do like this. I think the build is awesome. One of the things I've been impressed with MineColonies from the start is the quality of the builds. And we can even go up into this tower here, as you guys can see. So yeah, awesome, awesome, awesome. Now, of course, the whole purpose of today's episode really was about town expansion. So I'm going to put myself into spectator mode again. Just like that. But actually, I just realized I want to be in survival because I want to just quickly select that first and then go up here so you guys can see the town borders. So if we hop over here, you can see this is where the borders were before. So it's gone from there across to here. Now if I do F3 and G, you can see these are chunks. So whereas before the border was inside of this chunk, it has now moved out by 1 chunk to this chunk. F3 and G again to hide those chunk borders, so you guys can see this from the gold block there to the gold block there. Now what this equates to is 1 extra block, one extra chunk, right, 16 by 16 area, go in the entirety of the perimeter of the town. So I have to say that is absolutely awesome. That is going to give us a lot more space to build. And if you are looking to expand your town, upgrading the town hall there to level 3, definitely, if you can do it, is worth doing, because it does give you tons of extra blocks all in one go from just one building, albeit a building that will no doubt require quite a few resources to do it. So that is sort of the way to expand your town as a whole, right, in one go. However, as I mentioned before, of course, not all of you will necessarily be at a stage where you're ready to upgrade your town hall. Maybe it's still level 1, or you don't have the builder or whatever that you need to do that. So for you guys, there is an alternate option, and that is guard towers. Now we're going to come on to this in a second, but what essentially this will allow you to do is choose a specific area. So let's say, for example, I want to expand the border in this area here, right? I'm thinking this is where I want to start expanding here because I've got a build that I want to do here. We can pretend there's like buildings here or something in the way. I've happened to choose a place that has a massive area free, but you guys get the point. So what you could do then is build a guard tower inside your walls, and the walls will come outwards around that guard tower. And I believe as you upgrade that as well, they expand. We're going to explore that together, and I'm going to get the materials and things together now, as well as the information to do this with you. I'm also going to put a link down in the description to the wiki where I'm getting all of this information from, so you guys can use that as a reference if you like. So let me go ahead and get prepared for the next little bit, and then we'll talk about expanding specific areas using guard towers. So just after recording that last clip, I got this. Saying the work order of this is outside of the colony and thus cannot be built. So it's important that I brought you guys back in at this stage to say that we must be wrong here. And the reason we're wrong here, I didn't realize these construction tape are going to need to be within the gold block. Now the reason I didn't think that was the case is because these are never built on. So when the level 5 building is built, nothing is built on these areas. So I would have thought that would have counted as being okay, but clearly not. So what we're going to do, take this down. I'm going to try that again. So I think it was there. I think actually we could just place it like here. Place anyway. I know this is taking a bit of a risk. Okay, so let's have a look. Oh my goodness. That's why I used the build tool. I was clearly wrong. what we're going to do here, guys, we're going to use the build tool. Let me try and get this right. Okay, so is it on the same design? It is. So what I need to do is come back over here, have a look at these brown things that are kind of marking out, get them right to the edge like we did before, and then just move them in one. So in one that way is fine. Height-wise, maybe up at that level is going to be a little bit better, probably a little bit easier to build. Let's go ahead and tick that again, and now we'll do this on cam. So this is now just inside, okay? So this must be the best we can get it. So now when I go here, right-click, build options, select our builder, and build building. Build request created without a problem. Lovely jubbly. Okay, once again, I'll go do the building off cam, and then we'll look at the expansion. Just obviously wanted to correct my mistake there, so I'm not misleading any of you guys. Okay, so in the last clip, you saw that the town border had moved from where it was before, inside here, to just over this way, and I have gone ahead and put a new border in there, just like that. So now what we're going to do is have a look at what happens if we build a guard tower. I've got one of these on me here. And really, we actually do want to kind of build it right on the edge. So I'm going to try and get it right on the edge here. Now let's, oh my goodness, I need to kind of find my way out here. I always get stuck on that first little bit. So what have we got here? This is level 5. We want to see how it's going to look. And I don't think we're going for medieval dark oak. Do you know what, actually? This could be cool to do some different ones. Let's actually see what a level 1 looks like for now. That's going to be pretty easy to do. Actually, wait, is that the ones I'm already using? I think it might be, but I like the way it looked at level 5 though. If we just go back to that quickly, that could be kind of cool. So we're just gonna go ahead and do this one. Now, what I want to do is get this build right in the corner for you guys, and the reason being is I want to show you the maximum you can possibly expand it if you get it right in the corner. So let's have a look. So this is overhanging here, so that's wrong. So you come in that way, and that is literally right there in the corner as far as we can go. So yeah, let's go ahead and tick. And boom, that's going to happen. Now, creating this might be a little bit time consuming because I'm going to have to maybe help out with some terraforming here for my builder. She can now use diamond tools, which is absolutely awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I might chop some trees down, do some terraforming, that sort of thing. But when we come back, what we'll do is we'll see where it's moved from. So it's going to move from this gold block here outwards again, and then obviously this was the original gold block. So let me go ahead and do the boring stuff off cam, and I'll bring you back in, and we'll talk a little bit about the expansion process using these guard towers. Okay, so we have the guard tower level 1 in there, just been built, and nothing has yet changed. So the current level is just the same. So what we're going to do now is upgrade it. Now, I was hoping to give you guys information ahead of time on all this, but unfortunately the wiki is down for me at the moment. I think they're doing a bit of a revamp on it, which totally fine. Obviously they're going to have to do that. You know, I understand. But yeah, I'll try to link it down below so you guys can check it out. But all the information was on there before when I checked, and I didn't write it down or anything, so I didn't think it would go down, about, you know, which levels upgrade. So level 1, nothing's happened. Let's build up to a level 2 now. Again, I'll do that off cam for you guys while I collect all of the resources and stuff to build it, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay guys, so here we are at a guard tower level 2. Rather dashing looking building, isn't it? Absolutely not really, is it? But when we get to the final one, you saw the level 5, it looks cool. However, it's not really what this is about, right? This is all about expansion. So if you have a look here, you can see that what it's done is it's gone ahead and expanded off in this way, and also off in this way, but not off in this way. So that's kind of how the expansion works. It goes in these two directions like this from the corner here. Now, had we built this, like, let me just run over here a second to show you guys. Let's say we built this, you know, up along here a little bit, it would have just gone in this way because it wouldn't be close enough to that border to go this way. So if overall area is what you're interested in, building it in the corner makes perfect sense. However, let's say your border came to like here. Let me see if I've got a block on me. Let's say this block right here, this was the border, right? That you see the border there, but it was here. You might want to go ahead and build a guard tower right in here to extend this out this way if you were trying to extend specifically, like, say, your farming district or whatever it was. But that's how that works anyway. So let's just have a look here what we've got. So from the gold block that we had before, it's going to go out. Let's count it together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, water. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15 blocks. So like 16 from where it was before, so one chunk out basically for each of those. And this is, of course, a level 2 guard tower. Now, I believe if we expand it again, it would continue to do this, and you can build those all the way up. Of course, to expand them, if you want like a level 4 guard tower, for example, you would need a level 4 builder. Now, we have a level 3 builder, so we could expand that. I'm going to have to sort of cut the video here, though, because I'm sort of running out of time for today. But also, I think I've made the point in showing you the best ways to expand, which really is guard towers, because they require very few resources and they expand the border out where you need it. And also the town hall that we did before there. So you know, that's obviously, as I say, more of an overall type of expansion of the entire borders of the town. Now, just to say, I am streaming at the moment. I've started a Twitch account, which is going very, very well. I actually made affiliate yesterday, which is awesome. I've also been partnered now with Razer, who are a huge gaming brand, who some of you may know of. And honestly, it's like one of the best days of my life. I swear, to get partnered with them, super, super sick. But the reason I'm telling you this is because if you guys want to see me stream MineColonies, my link to my Twitch will be down in the video description. Go ahead and follow me there, because we are going to do a MineColonies stream pretty soon. May even be tonight, but we'll do it as a regular thing. Every now and again, we'll do some MineColonies streams and that sort of thing. And you can jump in there, ask me questions, get involved with how you want the town built, and all of that stuff. So just wanted to mention that before saying thanks for watching this particular video, but unfortunately that is all I have time for today. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and maybe subscribe and like if you enjoyed it and you're new here, and help me out. Bye.